One thing when it comes to interacting with police that you can do, and this is, this is why coordination, strategization, mobilization, and organization is so important. You need to have people who know what to do when the time comes. But one thing that is true is that de-arrests work. All you need is enough people. So let's watch this clip. This fucking face mask right here, whatever that is, that looks like a fucking skin out of like fucking Call of Duty. Like this guy is literally LARPing right now.
Why are you doing this to her? Why are you doing this?
They're literally dragging this person. Right now, we don't know, obviously, we don't know what happened to them to put them in this situation, but it doesn't look like anyone was shot. It doesn't look like anyone is bleeding. So what crimes may have been committed? I don't know. Maybe this person was speaking too loud. Maybe they had a megaphone, and that's a no-no in a country with a freedom of speech amendment, right? Can't have a megaphone. It's freedom of speech, but freedom from loud speech as well. That was actually amended into the First Amendment. So what happens here is the crowd of protesters decide to just dogpile this person, right? Wrap them up in like a sacred shield. And the police, what are they going to do? Arrest all of them? Do they really have like the resources for that? I'm not sure. And this is why community solidarity is so important.
We're trying to get you the fuck out from there. You're not hurt the fuck up there. Everybody back to point.
Eric, get your car out.
Get over there.
Go. Get the car out.
Go over there. Go. Go. Go over there. Get off of the road and stay on the fucking track. Go. Let's go. Back up. If you're not part of the problem, back up. We will get her. Let's go. Let's go.
So as you can tell, the cops are piecing out, and the tactic appears to have worked. Now again, if this person was identified, the police may track them down at a later time, but de-arrest as a tactic is something that's very important at protests. But again, you got to be careful when you do this kind of stuff. If there is a violent riot situation, right, and police are just running around beating people's skulls in, de-arresting in this fashion might not be as effective, right? But I've covered videos of de-arrests during a lot of the heavier portions of the Portland unrest, and it still was effective. Having 2 or 3 people just kind of jump on a cop and try to like pull someone away from them, it works. And instead of having 2 or 3 people, if you have 15 people, like, let's see the cop commit a Boston Massacre round 2 kind of a situation. I dare them. Right? Are they really going to do that? Chances are they won't. Chances are they'll just bait a bitch out and run away like the cowards that they are. And that's one thing you have to imagine. That's one thing you have to keep in mind, is that community solidarity will always overpower police presence, right? It's just a matter of how organized and how strategized you are. If you actually plan things out, like if something goes south, we all decide to just like dogpile someone, jump on them, and just like, try, like hug each other. What are the cops going to do? I don't know. I'd like to find out, though. What are you going to do, cop? Huh? Cop? What are you going to do? I don't think they're going to do anything. But again, you got to be careful, because de-arresting can always lead to a worse situation unless you've got the numbers. If you're just one person and someone's being arrested and you decide to run in there by yourself, that's a no-no. Talk to the people around you. Make a plan, even if it takes 30 seconds, a minute. Make a plan, get as many people as you can to participate in something. Never do anything alone, because that is what the cops are going for. That is what their ideas are. Don't do things that you could get hurt by doing, especially if you're by yourself. And I've been to protests, and I can tell you, you don't want to be by yourself. You don't want to be in a violent situation by yourself, and you definitely don't want to try to be a hero by yourself, because those are all recipes for disaster.